And deep friendships keep us physically healthy while also healing us from trauma and deep internal shame? This book would argue yes. Early on in Marissa Franco's book Platonic, she shares a fascinating anecdote about a young woman who has been caught up in a lie. She told her friends and family that she had celiac disease, which means that she would be gluten intolerant. And for years, her friends and family had, taken time and energy to plan gluten-free meals, to go to a restaurant that had gluten-free options. Yet all along, she was lying. She felt so ashamed from this lie that she didn't know how to tell anyone the truth. And so when she finally confided it in her best friend and was met with nothing but love and acceptance and understanding, it liberated her from the shame that she had held for so long. Listen to this. When we feel shame, we feel fragmented, like Selena. Shame prompts us to ignore, bury, or distance a piece of ourselves. But in our obsession with hiding that flaw, it absorbs us. And ironically, as we try to detach from it, it becomes engulfing. One of my neighbors, who is gay, disclosed that he started feeling like his true self only when he came out because hiding his sexuality exhausted all of his energy, consuming his whole personhood. What we try to suppress defines us. Or, in the words of one of my psychology supervisors, anything unspeakable to you is affecting you. That's why we don't heal shame by hiding it. When we share it and our friends love and accept us, we are released from the labor of guarding our shame. Whatever alleged flaw triggered our shame becomes a part of who we are, not the entirety of who we are. This is how the empathy we receive from friends makes us whole again. One of the things that I just love so much about this book is that a lot of it is about the profound healing power of acceptance. When someone loves and accepts you just as you are liberated from the anxiety and shame that you might cast upon yourself. When you see that someone you admire loves you just as you are, you begin to see yourself as someone deserving of love. And when we share our shame with others, with someone who can really show up for us fully, shame can no longer survive because shame is no match for love. I really encourage you to read this book about friendship called Platonic by Marissa Franco. And if this topic interests you, especially the components about shame, I would encourage you to also read the works of leading shame researcher Brené Brown. My personal favorite of her books is Rising Strong, but she has a whole collection of books and a wonderful podcast called Unlocking Us. If you have any other author recs, let me know below. Let me know if you've read any of these books. I would love to talk with you about them.